Turn it up, y'all peep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My
like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check call. ballin'. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, 180, 56, 8, 8. Check 44, check 44.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Certainly was a great September for Christian McCaffrey. Offensive Player of the Month, 629 yards from scrimmage in that first month, including 25 catches, 4 total touchdowns. And then he began October even stronger. A massive day, Week 5 against Jacksonville, 237 total yards and 3 touchdowns, including an 84-yarder. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Great. Switch.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready. Check, 59. Eddie Weather. Ready. Set. Go.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. On second down, it's Murray. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they want this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
50,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the set. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Back to throw, Newton. And avoids the contact by sliding. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Gun. Like 22's coming, 22's coming.
On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Check 31.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here we go. You set? Switch the outlaw. I'm coming for you.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Yeah. Mike, check, 59. Yeah. Championships, baby. Mike's 59. I know he ain't going. F-O. Go. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 58 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, watch 13, watch 13. Watch tight end.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 69 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
Ted Ginn's gonna go! Touchdown, New Orleans! Ted Ginn with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight down. Great. You go tight.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
You can't block me.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton, right's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A first down. This is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30.
A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A.J. Klein able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Here we go. Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing deep for Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 miles.
Operating from the gun. Newton got him, and it's right. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He's a gain of 17 yards. And the Panther first down.
Here we go.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. From the gun, Newton, flush to his right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
56, check 56. We got to get the ball,
From the 27, Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
He's checked
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Bang, 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 bang. Shift. 22, check, over. 22, check, over. Go. 59, right? Mike is 59. 59. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They suck.
They go with Murray again. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shift.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They run with Murray. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Murray. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Kamara out of a pistol. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Get in the weight room. Trump. Mike 56, Mike 56. It's coming this way, Logo. Here we go.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Operating from the gun. Newton in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Demario Davis, his second sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Watch safety creep. Watch. Safety's creeping. Mike's 56.
First down, Bridgewater. Thomas has got it. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Kamara off the draw. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run it again with Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 4.
They'll try and run with Murray. Latavius Murray. And a cut to the right and some touchdown. New Orleans. Latavius Murray. 34 yards. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Check safety, check safety. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Set. 180.
From the gun, Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Slam. Check nine. Check three. Deuce.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. They find some open field here. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, now they'll try the end around. Continuing to fight for more. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll put it in the hands of their playmaker again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
They took him down in the backfield with those instincts. On 4th down, Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Check it out, read.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it'll be second down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, there's the option going left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First throw now for the backup Breeze. He's going to now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Newton to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Extra point attempt here still to come. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the try here for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from long, very long range. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.